Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm actually about to head out the door with Andrea. We have a doctor's appointment for her, and so that's what we're doing today. Hopefully we get good news. If we don't, I'm praying for good news. That's all I'm saying, is I'm praying for good news, because I already have a lot going on as it is, and I don't want any more issues or drama. Or I feel like, you know, everything happens in threes, but I'm trying not to stress about it. So hopefully this appointment is everything that we need to hear, so that way there's no more issues. So I'll hit you back later. Bye. Hey guys, I'm back from the appointment, and I'm not sure if you guys heard what the doctor said. So apparently her disc in her back is bulging, and I'm assuming it has to be from that time that she had a nasty fall down the steps, and she was like really hurt, and but she kept saying that it was her tailbone. She didn't say anything about her back, so I just assumed she bruised her tailbone. But she kept complaining about back problem. So I don't remember which disc, but I know it's on all the way at the bottom, and he said that it's pinching a nerve, and so he needs to go in and fix it and everything like that. Look, I was just like zoned out when he started talking, saying that she needs surgery. Once that happened, I was kind of like, I don't know how to explain it. I was just so over it at that point, because it feels like everything is just piling up back to back to back, and it's becoming overwhelming for me. And I'm trying not to cry, because it's just a lot that's been going on. And so for this, like, we have to do the surgery now, and so that's like another thing that I have to add on to what's been going on and stuff. So it's like a lot that's going on. I have help, but there's also Nana. Like, she's dealing with her own health issues, and she's got to get surgery and stuff. So all this really falls on me, because I'm the one that's home and trying to 10-year-old and being pregnant, and then also have to make sure that Andre is good, so that way the healing process goes really quick for her. But yeah, it's frustrating for me, because it just seems like I can't get a break for anything that's going on right now. And I'm trying not to cry. It's a lot, y'all. I'm just so over it. But he said that if they do it now, it would she would recover really fast, and it won't make an issue for her in the future, because he said something about kids heal faster. So it's best to do it now instead of when she's older, and then that way it's already done. She don't have to worry about it, but she will have to be cautious when it comes to falling and stuff. So like, she couldn't like bust her butt on the steps again, and that could cause more problems. But yeah, I want to say it was a couple months ago that this happened, and she really hurt herself, and she was on the floor for a while, and then she just kept saying her tailbone was hurting. So I didn't think anything about her back. I was just assuming it was her tailbone and it was bruised. But it's just, I don't know, I part of me feels like shit, because I didn't take what she was saying seriously. And then the other part of me is like, you know how kids are, they swear they're dying, and like when they hurt themselves, it's like extreme, but then once it's over, it's over. I don't know, that's just how my kids are. I don't know about y'all's kids, but my kids, they swear they broke something, and I'm like, we would have known if you broke something. But I don't know, it's just been a lot, guys. I don't know if you could tell, like, I'm just over it at this point. I'm so over 2022. Like, I wish the year would be over and it's already 2023. I know that's sad to think of, like, you're over the year, and it's just that this year has just been a lot for all of us, not just me and the kids. It's just Leon's also dealing with stuff with his side of the family, and I'm dealing with stuff on my side of the family. And trauma therapy is not easy. Like, a lot of people assume that doing trauma therapy is so easy when it's not. because when you first start, they like jam pack you into reliving your past, and then you have to learn how to decompress yourself and regulate those emotions, and it's super hard to deal with that on top of everything else that I've been struggling with. And people talk shit about my teeth, and they talk shit about how I look, and a lot of y'all just talk your shit, but you have no idea that I'm showing you what depression looks like. And when you're in the midst of your depression, you don't realize how your appearance looks. And you sitting up there laughing and talking shit about me, about my life, as if I'm not the one that's living it. Like, I'm living through it, and it seems like everybody just feels like how they want to feel, and it's like, it's cool. But when you're in the midst of your depression, you don't realize how you look. You just, all you're thinking about is what's in your brain. And everything that keeps happening in my life, I feel like at the end of the day, there's a lesson behind it. And all this shit that's been going on, there's a lesson behind it. And at the end of the day, it's not about me. It's about my kids and what they need. And I know that in order for me to be a better person, a better parent, I have to work on myself. And I can't just give my kids anything and everything, and then I'm not doing what I need to do to make sure that I can take care of them in the proper way. And it's just, I'm just over it at this point. Like, I'm so over all the shit talking. I'm so over giving a fuck about what people think. And I've been stopped thinking about that. But it's just that when y'all see certain things about myself, I was at my lowest point in life. I was really low in my life. And only a handful of y'all actually saw that I was depressed. And the few that did see that, y'all are the only ones that reached out to me and asked if I was okay, asked how the family's doing. Despite your own personal issues, you made the effort to come and say hi. What's going on with you and your family? How are you feeling? Are you okay? And for those people, I appreciate you, because it wasn't for y'all, I wouldn't keep going every single day, and I don't feel alone in my mental health. I really don't. I don't feel alone when I feel like people are reaching out to me. And it's not easy, you know, I gotta take it day by day. Some days I'm good, and I can get stuff done, and I have the energy and everything. And then there's some days where I don't even want to get out of bed. So, like, with everything that's going on with Andrea, it's just a lot for me at this point, and it's just, I can't. And I think it's harder for me because it's my child, instead of it being, like, if I was dealing with it, I wouldn't care, but it's just the fact that my child has to experience this, and it's just like, as a parent, you want to take the pain and take everything off their backs and put it on yourself, but I can't. And it's something I'm trying to adapt to. I'm trying to learn that I can't hold on to the burden that my kids are feeling, because they have to learn what it's like to deal with these emotions, because I can't talk to them about it. We could talk to we're blue in the face, but not until they actually go through the situation themselves. Then is when they learn their lesson. And it's the same for me. Like, I'm trying to adapt and accept the fact that my kids are doing their own thing, and I'm no longer in need for them. It's just a lot that I can't. It's just a lot, y'all. And all I know is that what I show you guys is real and raw. And if you go back on my videos, yes, I didn't look my best. I was breaking out so bad because I was stressed out. Back then, I was the type of person that would hold everything in. I didn't talk about most of our problems. Like, I didn't really express how bad it was for me mentally. And I didn't realize how bad I looked. My face, my teeth. I didn't realize how bad it was until I look back on those videos, and I'm like, yo, I was really at my lowest. I thought the last couple years was my lowest, but no. Looking back, I was at my lowest. And I never expressed that. I never showed that. I was at my lowest. I still walked around with a smile on my face. I still laughed as if nothing was wrong. Because I was trying to tell myself that everything was okay. Everything will be okay. And if it wasn't for me telling myself that, I wouldn't be here today. I wouldn't. Oh my gosh. Oh, I didn't want to cry in this video. I didn't want to go on a rant like I typically do and just constantly keep talking. That was not my intention for this video. And I'm sorry for wasting y'all's time. But hopefully you guys understand where I was coming from and why it's so struggling for me to not really focus my energy on people and what their opinions are and what they think is important. And one thing I hate about people is you should. They always say you should. Fuck you. You're not sitting in my shoes. You're not walking in my shoes. You're not sitting in my place experiencing what I'm experiencing. So what you think I should do for myself is your opinion. You will never know what it's like and what choices that you will make if you was walking in my shoes. And that's the part that's frustrating for me. It's like, you didn't live through the depression. And people are like, oh, well, everybody... No, not the kind of depression I'm struggling with. My depression is severe depression. And it's like, it's not like, it's basically like any other person who's dealing with depression and they just lay in the bed all day crying. Not even getting out of bed. I'm more of a functioning bipolar person where I actually would get out of bed, but that doesn't mean that I'm not struggling with my depression. It just shows in other ways because my mind is only focusing on trying to get through the 20 minutes a day, because sometimes one day at a time is not enough. One day at a time is not enough for some people, and it really takes them 20 minutes at a time to get through the day. And for me, sometimes that's how it is. And it's hard for me to acknowledge the fact that I'm struggling. And there's times where it even hurts me to even acknowledge that, or even be honest with my therapist and my psychiatrist about my lack of hygiene, my inability to be happy and functional for my kids. And also, like, oh, I'm done. All I know is that it's just a lot going on, and and this news just like hit me like a brick, and I'm trying to process the emotions and everything that I heard today, and it's just me trying to get through, trying to compartmentalize my thoughts and my feelings. And I'm trying to learn how to regulate my emotions. And sometimes it means taking a pause and actually thinking about what you're feeling. And I'm learning, instead of, snapping and yelling and shutting myself away from everybody else, I'm learning how to focus on my energy and my time and being in the present moment and feeling the emotions that I'm feeling, because I never did that before. In the past, I wasn't doing that. And you can literally see it on my face. You can literally see it in my body. Some of y'all that talk a lot of shit, like, y'all never had the balls to share what I share. You would never have the balls because you rather just make it believable that you're just living the best life ever. I'm done crying. I'm tired of crying because this has just been a lot. And alright, I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.